I want to talk to you. I want to tell you. If you're liking what me and the boys are doing, you like it, you subscribe to it, and then you leave a comment. Whether it's good or bad, leave the comment so the AI algorithms or whatever the fuck it is gives us a chance. I'm begging you and I'm pleading with you. Do it for me, do it for my family.
You know, I'm still just not used to this whole idea that we gotta be audio and visually minded. So I'm gonna get us hyped up here. Like and smash that subscribe button there, YouTube, because not only am I letting you hear all the imperfections in my voice, now you get to see all the imperfections in my face too. Look at these pores.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So we've already done. We broke bread. We broke stuffed crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in right away without even trying to talk about what your guys' life is like. The Mr. McMahon documentary on Netflix. Like, Sarah loved it, and I was like, this is the best. If you have never watched it and you didn't live through like the eras and stuff, I think it's a good, like, quick, like, here's what happened kind of deal. Now, if you watched it and you lived through it, I'm like, you have no idea, like, some of the shit that, like, happened and, like the impact, I guess, that, like, it really had. But it's really interesting, like, knowing all the stuff that happened after they filmed it and then some of his answers, you're like, God, I bet he wishes he could get that back so bad.
And I like how every episode, because there's like 3, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
But like every episode, they start off with that big disclaimer, like, we recorded all of this before the big shit happened, just so you know. And then, you're right. Like, every single answer that he gives is like, ooh.
And then they cut to the black chair, like the silhouette of the set that he was being interviewed on. Is like, this is 2024.
He ain't here no more.
No, but it was good. I thought it was really, really good. Because I was telling her, I was like, when I was little, I loved WWF. And then the steroids thing, like, crushed me. It ruined it for me. And then I came back. I remember watching it at your house it really came back. 96, 97, it came back so fucking hardcore.
The Attitude Era. Yeah.
Attitude Era. And then, like, when they were getting their asses kicked by WCW was cool. And then it was it happened so fast and so swift, it was not cool anymore.
See, that's what's... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
That's what's funny about the WCW thing is because they were like, yeah, it was cool. And it's like, no, it fucking wasn't. But that's because I had actually come along probably after that 83-week period. And I was like...
when they finally started losing in the ratings,
because I turned into Cole, I was like, no, it wasn't cool. It was always fucking cheesy.
See, it was that when Hogan went heel, I will never forget that day. As long as I live, I will never forget that. And I will never forget the, like, year after where he is Hollywood Hogan and he's got the black beard. It was cool. It was fucking cool, man. It was like, oh my God.
Well, and the thing too about WCW at that time that wasn't, it was new to everybody, was you couldn't quite tell what was real and what wasn't. Like, what was supposed to happen and what wasn't supposed to happen. Because honestly, these days, I can watch a wrestling match, and I can be like, oh, God, that wasn't supposed to happen at all.
Right,
or I can be like, oh, yeah, no, that's totally planned. Like Logan will be like, oh, my, they're getting the stretcher. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, dude. He's fine. But back then, in those days, with WCW in particular, when Nash and Hall first came over and they were, like, nobody knew that they didn't work for WWF anymore.
Yeah.
And like, were they just like crashing the party or whatever? They were in the crowd and they had tickets, and then all of a sudden they were backstage, like, roughing people up and shit.
Yeah.
So that's what made WCW cool at the time, was you didn't know what was kayfabe and what wasn't.
Yeah, they're like slapping Tony Schiavone around, and you're like, "This is real, dude." Like Larry,
he's not supposed to be there right now, man. He's supposed to be Larry
Zbyszko's getting pile drived into stuff. You're like, "This is crazy," but it was like I said, it was so swift where it got played completely out. Man, it just like the NWO. Then they had the Wolf Pack. You know what I mean? And then like after that happened. Then it was like, what is happening here? And it was the same story over and over and over and over.
There were two things in particular with WCW that lost me. One, it was when Wolfpack and Hollywood came back together.
Yeah.
The finger poke of doom. We've talked about this, where Hogan pokes Nash and Nash falls over and Hogan wins the championship. And it was all a ruse and whatever. That, I was like, fuck you.
I know.
And then when David Arquette became WCW heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
I love David Arquette as an actor.
Yeah.
And even he tried to do like some independent wrestling and shit like that. He wanted to like not make it a complete joke that he was the champion. He felt bad. Genuinely, he was like, I wasn't supposed to have it. I know that. But like I at least want to like put in some work so that I kind of earned it a little bit. So I got to give him props for that, but the whole choice to give him the fucking championship for any amount of time whatsoever, even if it was just for a day, which it was longer than that, then that's when I was like, nope, I'm checked out.
It was over.
Was that like promotion for Ready to Rumble or some shit?
It was like the whole fight that he ended up in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like everything because Ready to Rumble was awesome.
Yeah,
I don't fucking
movie.
care what anybody
It was a good
says.
movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's funny.
And just with the amount of WCW wrestlers that are all in that movie, I'm pretty sure that's what it was for. And they were like, hey, it'd be funny if we gave him the championship. And everybody in the locker room's like, no, it wouldn't be.
It stinks that, like, I like him a lot now, like, but Kevin Nash kind of, like, helped bury that shit. And it stinks because they had guys like DDP was cool as I loved DDP.
Self-high five.
Man, I thought he was cool. And Raven was so weird that he was awesome. You know,
I loved Raven because it was always him whining.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What about Raven?
And he would sit in the corner. Like, that was awesome. I never seen anybody do that. And I thought, like, this guy's cool. And they just had some guys, some workers, man, some dudes who were good. And it just ended up falling so flat there towards the end. And then, like, Stone Cold, like, just that shit.
Yeah, you can't
That
really.
was too much.
You didn't say his name right, dude.
Stone Cold.
There you go.
Stone Cold. Oh my God, is that Stone Cold music? It's like, no, it's the other guys that where the glass breaks. But that when Hogan turned heel, that was like I just get weird goosebumps even thinking about it. But that pop, it's on YouTube when he enters to save like mankind and stuff, like the pop that he gets. This dude was white hot. I mean, really, like, at that moment in time, I was telling Sarah, I was like, it's hard to describe, but this dude was like, the shit,
Dude,
man.
And I love at that moment how they played his music when he snuck in. The ref didn't notice at all.
No.
He's like, what's that? I'm not going to worry about it.
Referees, man, they're just bumbling, stumbling
At
around.
least nowadays, they don't play their fucking music
Yeah.
when somebody sneaks in and hits somebody with a chair.
Yeah, pro wrestling refs are what like disgruntled football fans accuse NFL.
Pretty much any like NFL ref that has worked any Chiefs game this season is pretty much what all wrestling refs really are.
Wrestling refs remind me of what a video game wrestling ref is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could bring a shotgun in there and they wouldn't. Like,
They'd be like, I'll allow it.
3. Hey, quit doing that.
Only for 5 seconds.
No. But for real, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody.
It's good.
Yeah, good to see you.
Dude, I was kind of glad that you did that because I don't think anybody wants to hear what's on my mind. It's
Oh,
just
shit.
it's just stuff that makes me harder to love, and that's
Whoa.
No,
Dan, you couldn't.
Dan,
you
that's
couldn't be
fucking-
harder to love.
What?
Okay, well, since you asked this drone situation,
Oh my god!
I can't get enough of it, man. I'm just jealous that they're not over here.
I know, what the fuck.
I'm not gonna say that I was flying any of those drones, but I'm just gonna say you didn't see me and the drones at the same place at the same time.
That's a great point.
That's what's fucking nuts about this whole thing too. Is you have like high level people like the governor of New York, you have senators and shit. Going like, we need answers. We need to know what these things are. No one knows. The FBI is asking for tips. Then there are people coming up and going like, oh, these are just little drones you can get at a convenience store that hover for hours in one place.
I heard they're like the size of a car or something. Yeah, like it's like I love that the governor, I think it was of New Jersey, was like, shoot him out of this. It's like, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go shoot the giant drone.
It's only the most densely populated state in the country.
No,
so.
it's like that drone definitely has bigger guns than I have. That shit is gonna blow me the fuck up,
And
man.
it's probably carrying poisonous toxins.
You think it? What do you think? Because I know you've done the deep dive into Reddit.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I don't think it's aliens. I think it's man-made. Which that's to me that's honestly like almost scarier.
It is.
Because like what are they doing? So I don't. The question to me is like, is it U.S. stuff that they're just not telling us about and they're gauging public reaction, or is it like Russia or China or some shit?
Man,
All of it's pretty concerning.
I mean, dude, flying a drone from Russia, that would suck.
Dude, I have trouble flying one across City Park.
Yeah, you're like,
So I'm like, oh,
Seriously?
god damn it! Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit a bird or something.
That's like the first day of owning a drone's like, this is the shit. I can see whatever I want to go see, and then you're like, but only for 5 minutes.
So you start getting that beep
Yeah.
beep, return to home.
damn it.
It's the worst.
I need that Russian shit, man.
Although,
yeah.
although I will say, flying a drone is a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say they're coming from the ocean and that they're like losing. They go so far back into the ocean when they leave that they lose track of them.
Oh my god.
So, I don't
There's
know.
satellites over the ocean. That's bullshit.
And why can't you just get a lasso? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Helicopter up near one, lasso him, and then just hold on to it.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Get all the good cowboys and get them over there.
And match them up with the good helicopter pilots.
yeah.
And you're good to go.
We've got to at least have 15 of each.
And not only that, but that's like a fucking buddy cop movie asking to be made.
Okay, nobody take credit for it. That was ours. Okay, that was fucking Gettin Sidetracked's idea.
Damn, I'm trying to think of something stupid, clever for like Cowboys in the Sky or something. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
No, it's
Cowboys
not. No,
versus
it's not.
aliens.
I like it. Trademark.
Wow.
Damn it.
Trademark immediately.
Wait, I
Oh.
thought you said that it is trademarked.
What about chopping with chaps? Chopping and chaps.
Oh.
Chopping and Chaps 2 return to
Electric
to Witch
Boogaloo.
Chappy choppers.
Chappy Choppers.
Chappy Choppers.
Too chappy, too choppy.
Ooh.
Oh, I think we have a franchise in the
do.
making here.
Who the fuck thought? I mean, who'd have that on their bingo card?
And after eight films, the human star Pete Davidson is going to have a falling out with the alien star Rourke,
Whoa.
and then they're going to split off into different franchises of the same. Yeah,
But they're like, you can't call it Chapping with Choppers. I'm like, what? I own that.
So, do I not get any input on the casting? Because I saw Gork's work and I was not impressed.
yeah.
I mean,
well,
I'm just saying.
come on.
I could make myself cry with a little bit of fucking eye
A
drops.
little
Just
harsh
saying.
there.
It's what the Galactic Federation had available at the time.
Right.
Fucking.
But yeah, see,
It was
that's
a
what-
union thing.
Are you happy now that I told you all that? Because
The fucking incandescent tape that you got to deal with the fucking international.
Crazy.
Because
Dude,
it's not red tape.
no.
but that's about it. I should be concerned with finishing up my Christmas shopping, but no.
The drones.
That's the perfect excuse right there. When it's like, why didn't you get me anything for Christmas? The drones. I thought we were all going to be dead.
One other fucking thing, they've hijacked UFO to UAP, and now they've hijacked UAP to drone to make it sound less anomalous.
Oh,
you know?
no.
Wait.
Yeah.
So we're not talking like little. We're talking like. Never mind. Now I'm all confused. Are we actually talking like fucking? Everybody's like, I see UFOs, but they can't call them UFOs.
Yeah.
Or are they like actual like drones like that you would see?
Well, and
at,
that,
like-
but it also, if you look
Well-
up the word drone, isn't that kind of like a roving, like scout
drone?
kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Semantics.
Not a quadcopter necessarily, just something to
See, now it's all fucked up. It's a box with wings on it. It's fucking looking at me, dude.
We're gonna have to move on because I will run that computer out of hard drive space before this recording's over.
Dast?
So I decided that I'm going to start an ongoing segment on the show that anytime that you guys ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to tell you about my week and whatnot. But there's also going to be a segment called "Do you want to know what movie sucks?"
Okay.
And for the inaugural episode, I'm going to put Twisters on the fucking list.
No
Really?
way.
Didn't like Twisters.
Dude, it was fucking boring.
Oh,
as
no.
shit. I did not care about any of the fucking characters at all.
Oh, boy.
And the worst part about it, they play like upbeat country music in the middle of a fucking tornado.
Yeah.
Where it's like the old movie, it would have been like the fucking orchestra's really kicking
Yeah,
in. And you're like,
dramatic
oh
shit.
shit, what's
Yeah,
going to happen?
yeah.
But this time they're like, it's like, okay, well, obviously no one's dying in this scene.
Yeah, it did feel a little low stakes, and then like near the end, like during the big bad scene, like somebody like just a rando dies, and I'm like, wait, oh,
Who?
oh, okay.
Well, that and then like the bad guy or like her friend that
Yeah.
like turned on her. What didn't really even turn on her, but
He was just
however-
misled by a nefarious.
Well,
person.
and even that, like, he's still doing good fucking work. It's like
Yeah.
one guy's making money off it. Boo fucking who? I'm still saving lives. And she's like, man, that's immoral. And blah, blah, blah.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
like,
dare you?
It's like, okay, so do you want me to not do this then?
Well, like,
And-
how about all the promotion for this movie? Like, oh, my God.
I think they should get points though for not having like a gratuitous kiss at the end.
Yeah, well, at that or the gratuitous cameo from someone from the original Twister movie.
Oh, they didn't have
yes.
anybody?
Not a single one.
Not even Alan Ruck
Oh, dude.
or the guy who did the guy from the People Under the Stairs.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
That's
Oh, wait, no, he's on TikTok now. Like, I see him on TikTok all the time, and he has, like, 4 hairs that like, all go across. But
Of course he
other
does.
than that, he basically looks the same.
dude, like I thought that's what you did with a reboot is you for the cheap. I mean, that's like a cheap win right there.
Well, I think that's more of a requel kind of thing.
Oh,
But a requel usually has more than one cameo. It's like usually like an entire cast. Like Scream is a really good example, which was technically Scream 5, but it was just called Scream.
Oh, wow.
That was the one that had like Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, Courtney
Yeah,
Cox
yeah.
and David Arquette, and they kind of handed the reins over to like the new cast. That's what this one. It just was. It takes place in the same universe. I take that back. There is a cameo, Dorothy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, now
Within the first 7 minutes, they talk shit on it,
Yep.
and then it's gone.
Well, it was kind of a pain in the dick to get it to work.
dude. And looking back, it's like, God, really? That's what you came up with? You've working your whole life? Your life's work?
Yeah,
Looks like a silo.
let me go cut some more fucking pop cans, I guess.
Aluminum.
It did wonders for the recycling
Yeah.
program.
But people
But-
were slicing their fucking hands off. They're like, oh my God.
Why is there blood coming out of that tornado? Oh, well, that's because that's all the Doppler thing.
Literal blood, sweat, and tears. Oh my God. Well, okay, Twisters.
I was bored.
Holy
I really was. You know what you should watch instead? George Carlin's American Dream.
That was good. Yeah.
That was good.
I fucking love that. Just rewatched it recently.
Mm-hmm,
That and A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Ah.
I fucking love watching that movie.
I watched like the first 15 minutes of it, and I can't remember what happened, but it seemed like it was funny.
You haven't actually watched the movie?
Uh-uh.
Oh, dude, it's
good,
really
yeah.
fucking funny.
There's I love some of the ways they have people die. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
they check off quite a few boxes on that list. There
I
of
always
how
get it
people
mixed up
die.
with the Adam Sandler Western that came out like right at the same time.
Oh, ridiculous.
Ridiculous
Six, yeah.
Six, yeah. or
I've
something
never
like-
seen that one.
That's
I saw that for 2 seconds too, and I was like, "This is horrible, man."
Yeah.
He has come up with some really great movies, and he has had some stinkers,
Dude,
man.
the Halloween movie that he did a couple years back.
Hubie,
yeah,
Herbie,
right.
no.
It was right around COVID.
Yeah,
That movie's fucking awesome.
I thought it was hilarious.
Like, I love that one.
Yeah, dude. And Uncut Gems.
I still haven't
That
seen
was
Uncut
great,
Gems.
yeah.
Some max.
Dude, when people get to Adam Sandler levels of fame, you need to hire, like, it should be mandatory, like a Screen Actors Guild fucking requirement that they get a no man instead of just a yes. Like, those people are all surrounded by yes men. No one's telling Adam Sandler no.
Right.
Somebody just sitting there like, no.
Yeah, somebody's like, that idea fucking
You do not have the
guys
chops for this.
Just
dude.
hanging out and going, that script sucks.
And then off to the side, they're like, cancel Rob Schneider's flight, please.
How dare you? Oh, my God. Okay, well,
how are you doing,
Yeah.
buddy?
great gearing up for this massive trip to Destin, Florida.
Nice. Very
We're
nice.
going to drive 8 hours to Memphis, and then the next day, 8 hours to Destin, and then we're going to be on the beach for 3-4 days.
I have made that almost that same drive. Well, the drive to Memphis in one day for sure, but not with 3 small children. So
yeah.
I wish you the best of luck. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got this shit.
I can't tell if I'm fucking nuts or fucking stupid or both. Because every time I tell someone that we're doing this, they're like, oh. I keep telling Sarah, I'm like, is this a terrible idea of what we're doing right now? But Sophia and Adriana, they are good travelers. Like we've done a lot of traveling with them. The baby's a fucking wild card, man.
But
dude.
she's a baby.
She is a
I
baby.
mean-
It's like sometimes she's great, and sometimes a trip to fucking Menards is like, what the hell's going on back there, dude? Like, Sarah, set it outside.
Is someone pinching her? Seriously.
I
What
know,
the-
dude. Even Sophie and Adriana are like, Jesus, calm down, dude. It's fine.
Can they reach each other to make physical contact?
No physical contact.
Then you're gonna be fine.
Because we are learning, like, Sophia and Adriana are really fucking battling right now. When they are in arm's length of each other, it starts out with like ha 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 ha, and quickly devolves into kicking and punching and like, she's pulling my hair, and you're like, holy shit, this is my life for the next fucking
Yeah, that was our last
20
trip.
years.
20 years, dude.
Our last trip was a 15-hour drive.
Oh.
And we hadn't even made it. We're like, hey, let's get Hardee's on the way out of town.
Oh, God.
Hadn't even left the Hardee's drive-thru, and we're already like, I'm gonna turn this car. Fuck. I realized I can't turn it around.
I can't do that.
You can't use that threat anymore because
No.
kids know that the parents want to go just as much as they do. So it's like,
yeah.
Fuck.
Plus,
I already paid for this shit, man. Like, I'm not wasting my fucking
We're
money.
going. Damn, you're gonna drive. I'm gonna make you drive. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna drive now.
It was on the way home. So there was no illusion.
Oh,
man.
so yeah, it's like, what? Well, I will not take you home.
We're gonna stay another
The kids are like,
hour
yay!
on vacation.
We're gonna go to a Motel 6.
No,
No!
you guys got this.
Well, I'm really, thank you. I'm hoping so. Just think of us for sure.
Hey,
Saturday.
I mean, just do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
You just need to come up with like a way to mount a little whiteboard
Yeah.
somewhere where all the girls can see it, and just put check marks for however many years that the mermaid has to stay seafoam.
There you go.
And be like, oh, she's up to 10 now. You want to make it 11?
Dude. It's amazing how lies work so good with kids. Like, they're fucking fools, man. Because you can tell them, like, yeah, you know what? Paw Patrol, they're not going to like this when I call them. And Sophia will be like, okay. Like, I don't have their number.
I believed
sinister.
until
I
I was
love
like
that.
20 that you couldn't have a car, the interior light on while you were driving because you'd get
Dude.
pulled over. So I was like 20. And then somebody's like, that's not a thing at all. I'm like, fuck you, Dad.
I know that was a government thing. The government, like, speaking of drones and shit, we had drones that were just like putting that information out there. Like, you swallow gum, it'll be in your stomach for 7 years. Like, oh shit. No, really?
It's like, I know that one's not true because I saw it in my poop. Sorry.
Well, there we go, folks. That's getting sidetracked. Oh my
I
god.
just want to make it clear because this will be on the internet. I don't make it a habit to go sorting through my poop or anything. I said a habit. I didn't say I didn't do it. No.
Yeah. All right. We're settled in
Yeah.
here now. So I don't know if you fucking guys really understand what's about to go down on December 26th.
I never do.
It's Boxing Day, right?
Well, it is, and it also just so happens to be the Rate Bowl. Kansas State Wildcats taking on Rutgers Scarlet Knights for the Rate Bowl, Championship Bowl.
Because I want to have the best rate.
You always want the best rates.
What is? I heard that this was happening, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. What is rate?
Is it a new bowl?
I'm glad you asked because, and I just want to preface this to our listeners and viewers. This is a sportsy thing, but we're going to try to keep it as light as we can. I don't want to get too, but I'm really, really fascinated by this. The Rate Bowl just so happens to be, this is the 5th time that the Cats have went to this bowl. It's just been called different names. So this is like the Cats are like, they hold the record for most appearances in this bowl game. So I would like to take a little trip down memory lane and talk about each time the Cats have appeared in the Rate Bowl.
Was one of them the Alamo Bowl?
No, Dusty.
I want to make a game out of this.
No, listen, now.
The Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
No, the Fiesta Bowl is like one of those like very, very like the core 4 ones.
Yeah.
And they never have trouble getting sponsored. Like, Tostitos always sponsors it.
Yeah.
This bowl, there was a year they had no title sponsor.
So they were like the bowl.
It was the Cactus Bowl. We'll get into that. We're jumping a little bit ahead.
Cactus Bowl.
The Cactus Bowl.
I remember
Okay.
that
But
one.
we want to, our first stop, folks, the Rate Bowl. I just want to go down the quick list of the names. The Copper Bowl.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And then it was like Domino's Pizza Copper Bowl, Weiser Lock Copper Bowl, the Insight.com Bowl, the
Jesus.
Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl,
Okay.
the Ticket City Cactus Bowl, the Motel 6 Cactus Bowl, the Cactus Bowl, the Cheez-It Bowl, and now we are at Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Now we can add Rate Bowl to this list of names that this bowl game has been under.
Guaranteed rate. What is that? Like a fucking tax firm?
Mortgages.
Oh, Jesus.
Good Lord. Like anybody can get one of those these days.
It's like, for real.
Dude, next year let's have the Gettin Sidetracked Bowl.
Hey. I like
So-
that idea.
K-State is not invited.
I read I read like they asked, do you remember the Beef O'Brady's Bowl? Did you
Yeah,
ever hear about,
I was trying to think of what it was called.
the
but yes,
Beef
yeah.
O'Brady's Bowl. They asked them, someone talked to them about like, what was your return on investment for that? So it cost them $400,000
That's
for
it?
4 years. And you get 8 commercials during the actual game on ESPN. And the guy's like, are you kidding? The rate of return was amazing for us.
Wait. How much did you say again?
$400,000
For 4 fucking
for
years.
4 seasons. For
And that's-
4 bowl games.
That's what
Yeah.
Beef O'Brady's had to pay.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Dude, we could come up with that.
I mean, dude, listen. You could come up like if you were a hell of a salesperson, if you could raise $400K like by yourself or within like a group. If you just got a group of investors together and agreed to call it like the Gettin Sidetracked Bowl, we could totally have a bowl game.
Dude, and we wouldn't even have to like the commercials that they would run. It would be us being like, "Hey, if you send us like $10, we can do this again next year."
Yeah.
And we'll just like chill. We'll just have
Yeah.
a good time. We'll do anything y'all fucking want us to do. We don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Could we get one where we like guaranteed get 6-win teams?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be like, listen, we're going to call it the Toilet Bowl
Yeah.
because we want the 2 worst 6-win teams guaranteed. We want them here.
And instead of eating a giant Pop-Tart at the end, the coach and star player have to eat
a
a toilet cake.
Yeah.
Not a urinal cake.
A real one.
An actual
A used.
Oh,
a used.
God.
No, don't be fucking opening up a package.
Nah, bitch.
No, we're taking it out of the toilet from the fucking upper deck.
Oh.
From the nosebleeds.
An upper decker from the upper deck.
Oh no, upper decker bowl. Oh
Yes,
no,
that's what
fuck. Oh my god.
Gettin Sidetracked presents the Upper Decker Bowl, brought to you by the entire city of Manhattan.
If you went to a town of 400,000, you said, "Can I just have $1?"
Dude, see, we could buy a bowl game, and
Yeah.
people would be like, "I don't even know what that is, but sure, sounds fun." So is it like bingo? Okay.
And I'd be like, "We'll show your picture. Like
Yeah.
we'll just show your picture on TV."
Yeah, it'd be on national television. It'd be on ESPN, bitch.
Bitch.
I was about to say this is what is wrong with the college
Yeah.
system, but this is what's exactly right.
It's right.
with the college system.
My thing is, who were the poor bastards that couldn't sell a title sponsor for that one season? Like, did they have no salespeople? Like, I mean,
No, they had one. It was
Yeah.
Gary.
he was like,
He's like, oh, Jesus
he
Christ.
was like,
We don't.
"Oh my god, the game is in 6 days."
Knew I was forgetting.
Somebody call Pizza Hut. Shit.
Somebody called Beefo. Oh no! Somebody called Toilet Bowl. No, dude, it blows my mind how little amount they have to pay, but then like to get a commercial during the game is like way higher than that. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we'll talk more.
That's a good bundle, Rooster. right there.
Very for sure. The 1993 Weiserloch Copper Bowl played at Arizona Stadium in Tucson, Arizona. By the way, this has always been in Arizona. The game has always been played in Arizona. The teams, the Wyoming Cowboys and the 22nd ranked Kansas State Wildcats.
Bang, bang.
So the intro, you can find the intro on YouTube of like the promo before the game, and it would totally not happen in 2024. It's a bunch of guys with like guns and shit, and they're like in like Tombstone, and they're like walking out in the middle of the street for like a fucking shootout. It's actually hilarious. This was the season. 93 was Kansas State's like easily their best season in the last 82 seasons. Like they 9-3. I think they're number 3 in the Big 12.
Was that the season that we finally beat Nebraska after a long time? Like, was that the game that you and I were watching?
No,
think
this
that was
was
98.
no.
Oh wait,
not-
no.
yeah,
That would have been much later. Much
yeah.
later.
So this was 93 is you got like Chad May and Kevin the first Lockett.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Lockett,
the first generation of
Andre
Locketts.
Coleman. So it's like, and then a bunch of other really fantastic football players. This is the first like the seeds had been planted, and now he's reaping all the benefits of like all the hard work. Bill Snyder, like all his hard work, like the culture is completely changed. Like people are behind the program. They're spending more money. They're getting really good recruits. And the 93 team, like not to get like super like sportsy technical, but them boys like to get right up on your ass, boy. They were fucking smashing people, especially offensively. They fucking dominated people, and it was like the first time ever you watch a Cats team and you're like, oh, these guys are good.
It's part of what made me think it was normal to go up 59-3.
yeah, and not. But yeah, go up 59-3.
It's like we're only up by 10. What the fuck? What's
Yeah,
going on?
what the hell? And that's what they were like. Yeah, what the hell? So this team is like right at the precipice. Like they are wrecking the fucking shit out of teams they're supposed to beat, but they can't get quite over the hump. Like Nebraska and Oklahoma's and stuff. Like those teams, they can't quite beat them. But everybody else is getting their fucking dicks knocked in the dirt. The K-State's so fucking good, man. They were good. And this is 93 is just a couple of years before the Big 12 even begins. So, like, K-State is really building some momentum. Chad May was the quarterback. They won fucking 52-17.
Yeah.
This is their second ever bowl game and their first ever win, and they did it in convincing fashion. I remember watching this game, and it was a fucking blowout. but it was weird because it was like, this is fucking K-State, man. Like, we're killing these fucking guys. Poor Wyoming. Like, even back then, it was like, Wyoming doesn't stand a fucking chance, man.
It's Wyoming.
I know, but
like
prior to then, Wyoming would have kicked the shit out of K-State. Like, they would have beat the brakes off them. But even, like, you go 88 to 93, and already it's like, okay, Wyoming.
Well, I mean, that's 5. It was 88 that he came on board. I was thinking 89 for some reason, but so I mean that's a good solid 5 years. He's had at least a handful of recruiting classes now.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that's right about the time where you really start to see the measure of a coach is about 4, 5, 6 years in. When if they either start fucking dominating or they start flailing, that's when you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and they were dominating. Like I said, technically speaking, them boys like to score a lot of points.
There's a reason the man's got a fucking stadium and a highway named after him.
There is a good reason, and it all starts with the Weiserloch Copper Bowl. This is actually the Weiserloch Copper Bowl is kind of like in K-State lore. Because they traveled back home to Manhattan after the bowl game, and Bill Snyder said that a farmer from out by Dodge City or Garden City, I can't remember which one, drove all night to Manhattan to the veneer complex and waited for him and was like, I just want to thank you. That was awesome. This is like the best shit ever. I've been waiting for so long to be good.
50 fucking years.
He was like, I've been waiting so long. Like, thank you for doing that. Got in his car and drove home.
Do you think that same guy showed up in 2018
and was like, hell no? He was like, get him out of there. He's too damn old. It's crazy how it all really went down. You know what I mean? Like it stinks, but
Yeah. But no, it's the back then though. The legend was like. For sure fucking building.
It was so by 93 it's like solidifying. Like we're good now and we're gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. And we're gonna beat you 52-17 and you're gonna go back to Wyoming, wherever the fuck that is. You're gonna be whatever you're gonna do there, you can go do that there. You shouldn't be here. I remember as a little kid, so we were in like 3rd grade, Dusty and I, and I remember thinking that the game was in Wyoming. I don't know why. I just like in the West,
Those little bastards got home and wait, where?
Yeah, and they're like Arizona. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
I don't know where any of this is.
Is that a different country?
And also, shout out to Weiserloch. The Weiserloch
what do they do?
Deadbolts.
Okay.
So. In 93, imagine how little amount of money it costs in 93 to have a fucking bowl game. Dude, you're like, 20 grand, let's go.
Dude, I bet somebody got it as like a Christmas gift. Like, hey, by the way, do you want a bowl game?
Yeah!
Hey.
My dad bought me a bowl game. Oh, my God.
It was a white elephant Christmas gift at an office party.
Somebody's like, no one stole it.
Damn it. All right.
Like, fuck, Weiserloch.
Anybody want to trade? No? Okay.
Do you have an actual deadbolt? Because I would take that.
Definitely. I would, dude, an old school Weiserloch, guaranteed. Some player highlights. Andre Coleman, he had 283 yards of total offense, tying or breaking 3 Copper Bowl records. Andre Coleman went on to play in the NFL. He returned a kick in the Super Bowl. He returned a kick for a touchdown. The guy was fucking awesome. He played at K-State. Chad May, 275 and 2 touchdowns. Kevin Lockett fucking balled as usual. Andre Coleman was your offensive MVP, and Kenny McIntyre, defensive MVP with 2 picks. Have a day, Kenny McIntyre.
Dude,
we just killed them.
Can I just stop real quick and say how crazy it is that we're on our 3rd generation of Lockett's now, or are we on our 4th?
We'd be on our 4th.
4th fucking generation of Lockett.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy.
We got them locked in.
That is a sign of my age
so
right there.
technically it'd be 3, but we're on our 4th ideation of Lockett's because Kevin and Aaron are brothers.
Yeah.
And then there's Tyler, and then the other one.
Sterling
Lockett.
Okay.
So that'd be 3 because those 2 are brothers.
Yeah.
But
okay.
still.
I mean,
baby Lockett. You know what I'm saying? Like, sign the littlest one. Okay?
Dude, I would say one that was born tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, you might as well go ahead and fucking start giving him K-State jerseys. 'Cause
If you don't, you fucked up, son. I mean, really.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I had a hand in irritating the fuck out of Kevin Lockett?
Oh, do tell. Do
Please.
tell.
So he was, affiliated with Power Cat Game Day for a while there, and forgot exactly what game it was. I think it might have been the Alamo Bowl. We were all down in Texas, and had gone to the Power Cat Game Day location. Kevin Lockett made an appearance. Thing is, he didn't have a ride. Like, we were his ride. And you know how that shit goes. Like, it's the end of the remote broadcast. We got to book it to the stadium.
Go.
So we're packing shit up and everything, and we just get in the truck and leave, and all of a sudden, the K-State sideline reporter calls us and is like, you guys forgot Kevin Lockett at the bar? And so we had to go back. It felt like a GTA mission, when somebody's supposed to get in the car and you drive off without them, and they're just kind of like wandering around. That's what it felt like.
Oh, no.
And then to make matters worse, after he got in there, I was a douchebag, and I took a selfie of us. And we were like squished. There were 3 of us in the back seat, and he was in the middle.
No way.
In the picture, he looks like he just wants to die.
Oh, no.
it'd be funnier if he was looking like straight at you, just like daggers.
He's too classy for that. But like, I could tell, he's like at that moment, he had to be like, I am Kevin Lockett.
I'm Kevin fucking Lockett.
Why am I in the back of some radio station truck?
But it's also true. Like, why the fuck did Kevin Lockett have to get a ride with the jankety ass
Because
K-Rock
we
crew?
probably just promised him that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he nice though?
He was a fucking angel.
Yeah.
He was the best. Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin Lockett.
And yeah, I said I probably irritated him.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us are like,
Well, he is Kansas State royalty, Dan, and you're the cord guy for the fucking Power Cat Game Day crew.
don't step over it. Don't step over it.
Oh my
Not
god!
even Bill Snyder's cable guy.
No doubt. So, Kevin Lockett, this goes out to you, man. Fuck, Dan.
Kevin, I'm sorry. I thought I would never have another chance.
Fuck, Dan. Fuck, Dan. Maybe we could get him to talk on the show.
And it was like a thing of like royalty, It was
Yeah.
like if a British person saw the Queen, they would probably not do that because the royal guards would kill them. But
But yeah, no, if like someone saw Prince Harry, you'd put him in the back of a car and take a selfie with him while he wanted to kill you.
Or he's like, huh? Who else is in the car?
I know Bill Williams would have been in there for
Doc
sure.
Rock was back there.
Maybe Corey. I can't remember who exactly maybe Kurtz. I don't know. It was just like the Power Cat Game Day crew.
The
basically.
crew. So you went to the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah.
How was that?
Very fun until we lost.
Yeah, that's
They had M&Ms with Coach Snyder's face on them.
Oh.
And I was
Kinda
nervously
creepy.
eating them as time ran out.
Did you go to the
You
Alamo?
cursed us.
Yeah.
That's why we lost.
Hey. Did you go to the Alamo?
I did. Yeah.
So people say it's really small.
It's very underwhelming.
Oh man.
It's weird too because you're like, okay, it's Google Maps says it's like, just around the corner, and I'm like, no. There's like shopping and retail.
Yeah.
No, it's right around the corner.
Wow.
Okay.
Also, how do you rank San Antonio as a city?
Fucking great. Dude, the Riverwalk area where everything was, where they did the Power Cat Game Day shit, that was like just excellent.
Beautiful.
Man. Yeah, it was awesome.
Huh, okay. We're learning a lot here, Dustin.
I
You
didn't ask
fucker.
to, but
Oh, well, you're gonna learn something now.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yeah. And the whole Lockett family, really, oh my God, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, okay, baby Lockett, do you want to go K-State? And they'll be like, my dad said he was in the back of a truck with a bunch of white people. That's fucking weird.
And one of them in particularly was corny as fuck.
I just don't know if I want to deal with all that.
Hell no. Oh my God. Okay, so we have a name change. The 2001 Insight.com Bowl, the 13th edition of the Insight.com Bowl.
Who was that sponsored by?
Insight.com.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. What did they do? Insight. I forgot.
I went to Insight.com. and it was all
This
AI.
page does not exist anymore.
No, it was just a picture of the bowl game. It was all about AI. The whole, I swear to God,
shit.
the words AI were on there 62 fucking times. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't remember what Insight.com did.
Nah, there's no way.
It's for whatever reason, I want to say it's something to do with like resume building and shit like that. So
Oh, really?
It might be like just AI, just like, oh yeah, your resume sucks.
That's
Here's how to fix it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Maybe it was like an early Ask Jeeves type thing where you would just tell it your problems,
yeah.
and it would be like give you some insights that might help you.
Inside.com.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah. Here's a little insight.
I typed in all your symptoms and it says you may have internet connectivity issues.
Gotta go.
Yes. Shout out Parks and Rec. Yeah. That's what I hate though about like WebMD. You type in something and
I
it's
don't
like
even
it could
bother.
either be colon cancer or you have a cold. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
I went on there like once and it had something like that where it was like, it could be something that will clear up in a day or it could be something that'll kill you in 6 months.
I know.
That's
like, what the
Whatever.
That's why you add Reddit to the end of it, so you can get real people talking about it, and they can just straight up tell you that you're gonna die.
No matter what it is. It's like, I said it was just a hangnail, guys. Oh, yeah, no, you should totally take the
fuck?
whole
Oh, I'd
hand.
hate to be you.
No, I had one of those 8 months ago, and I died.
Twice.
Fuck. Oh my God. Okay, this game a rematch, of course, the '97 Fiesta Bowl. K-State whipped Syracuse's ass. This one, not so much. This season in particular, K-State opened up with a win at USC, so everything was like looking really awesome. And then
That's what USC was like top tier back in those days. They were like top 5.
they were so good.
Yeah.
This is before like Reggie Bush and all those guys and the national championships, but it's like right before. Carson Palmer was their quarterback. There's only one coach who's ever beat Pete Carroll twice. It's Bill Snyder.
Hey.
So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
What
Hey,
a 1-5.
K-Rain. So K-State stunk that year, really, and then Syracuse came in and beat our asses 26-3. Syracuse came into the game looking a little overlooked. They thought they should be in a New Year's Day bowl game, but they got picked? Somebody else got picked over them, and then they were underdogs in this game, and so they came in and fucking thumped K-State.
Oh, so they got the normal K-State motivation.
They
then.
did.
Yeah,
They
okay.
did. It was one of those games where it was a season where you're like, kind of wish this was over, but here we are, the Inside.com Bowl, yay. And they were fucking motivated, man. They had a guy, James Mongro, scored 3 fucking touchdowns. Dwight Freeney, he ended up in the NFL, probably going to be in the Hall of Fame. He fucking had like 700 tackles. It sucked, dude. Syracuse won the 10th game of the season. I just remember being like, fuck this bowl game, man. Yeah. But I didn't know that it was the same one as the Copper Bowl. Like, I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that.
But I was like, fuck Inside.com, dude. I'll never go there. And I never did, man, till today.
Yeah, and
I hit him up.
And now they're going to be sending you emails and shit. And like, are you sure you don't want to work on your resume?
I'll go, yeah. But Weiserlock, if you want to hit me up.
See, that sounds like a beer.
Weiserlock?
Doesn't it? I mean,
that is a fucking great name. Weiserlock. Because you can't get in trouble from Bud because it's Budweiser.
Well, I was gonna say Budweiser should use that as like one of their like fancy like imports. It's like, oh no, it's not Budweiser, it's Weiserlock.
Yeah, it came out of a lock in Europe.
I like where that's at.
Okay, are you guys starting a marketing firm or something? Because this is
I'm just
fucking
rattling these
money,
off.
dude.
Yeah.
Give me some fucking cigarettes and a scotch. We'll be playing fucking Madman in here.
And a redhead with a big ass. Hey, man.
Who did legit porn?
Oh boy. Well.
I've never seen it.
Oh sure.
Wait, what is illegitimate? Oh, Cinemax porn. Okay.
Oh.
No, that's like where that's like it's like, oh, I'm in a bra, oh, whatever.
Yeah, that's illegitimate.
You're like, this sucks.
I remember.
Zip. Never mind.
I hope somebody got fired for this, but I remember watching one of those when I was much younger, and I actually saw the dude's penis.
Oh,
It was supposed to not be flopping and dangling. It was supposed to be somewhere else.
yes.
But I saw it.
And you're
It was
like,
it
That took you out of the illusion.
took me out of the illusion.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I'm watching the,
I'm gonna watch Adult Swim.
yeah.
Out of the pool. Time for Space Ghost.
Those were funny. I liked those. So yeah, fuck Syracuse. Fast forward, gang, all the way to 2013, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl.
I remember that one and thinking, fucking why?
I do too.
Like,
yeah. It was.
skip.
Yeah, man. It's like you know what stunk was, we played Michigan.
That's
so
right,
I was
yeah.
like really pumped up about that, even though Michigan wasn't very good and we were okay. But it's like when you like the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl and
Dude, even the Fiesta Bowl.
the Fiesta Bowl, and then you're in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. It's like this game's already not up on that level, and then you tack on Buffalo Wild Wings, and you're like, you motherfucker, man.
But honestly, that's how I felt about the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and
And I was wrong about that.
Dude.
Like, people fucking love the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
and they did a great job.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts went out of their way to like lean into like, we know this is weird, and they got it done.
Dude, I bought Pop-Tarts today that have the faces on them and shit, and it's like talking about like the Pop-Tarts Bowl, and I'm like, I wish we were playing.
I
that
know,
again.
I know.
That was a fun time.
It was, and like I said, like they did a great job of being like, we understand.
Like,
This is
I don't
weird.
know where it is on the rankings of like the legitimacy of all the bowls, because I mean it's got to be higher than the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl ever was, but I don't know, I could be wrong.
It's a like you have to, because most bowl games go like the Big 12, the team that's finished the fourth in the Big 12 versus the team that finished the fourth in the Big 10.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and so it's a step up above the rate bowl. It's still not like a legit, but shout out to Pop-Tarts,
Dude,
man.
I
They
would go to
fucking
that
did
bowl
it.
every fucking year unless it was like we could go to the national championship.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it's either national championship, Pop-Tarts Bowl, or bust.
I would love to be 7-time champions of the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
They own the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
And yeah, I get it. Buffalo Wild Wings there's not a lot of prestige or whatever, but personally, it's one of the first bowls that you've mentioned that I actually like, enjoy, and regularly use the brand.
You've got a great point. You do have a good point on that, and that's why I was conflicted, because like I like Buffalo Wild Wings too, like it's great, but fuck that.
Yeah, they got a Chipotle Bowl.
Yeah, they got a giant Italian grinder sandwich from Walmart Bowl. I am getting down on that shit. I love these.
Not even all of Walmart, just one Walmart.
Seriously.
The on brand.
Yeah.
The on brand.
Oh, Dusty. Oh my God.
The on brand earbuds bowl.
I'm telling you right now, you're the 93 Wildcats, dude. You're on fucking fire tonight, dude.
I'm so glad the record button has been hit.
Holy shit. So another like kind of funny thing, Buffalo Wild Wings was telling people, hey, come on down to the Buffalo Wild Wings in your town and watch the game. But for whatever reason, a bunch of them in Michigan weren't playing the game. Oh, they were playing a UFC pay-per-view, and so the game would be on a smaller TV on mute, and a bunch of people got fucking pissed off. And Buffalo Wild Wings is trying to tell them like, no, you're just at the wrong Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's your fucking bowl game, dude.
So it went poorly. It obviously went very poorly for them. I heard reports the Manhattan Buffalo Wild Wings was popping and there was a lot of people down there. They had some specials, and everyone had a grand time, and that's what's important.
Beef O'Brady's would never let that happen.
Fuck no.
Dude, but that's like David Garcia presents the Garcia Bowl, and then as soon as the game starts, you're like, man, you want to watch Scarface?
Yeah.
This is boring.
Kids walk in, turn on blue.
Oh my God.
Dude, Usual Suspects is on TBS.
Yay! Commercial. Fuck. K-State fucking thumped Michigan though, 31-14, ending a 5-game bowl losing streak for the Cats. That was a year we had like Tyler Lockett, Jake Waters played on that team. Dante Barnett, he won the defensive MVP. That was the same season we started off with a loss to North Dakota State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? We had redone the stadium, and it was a
we were
huge
super
deal,
excited.
and they came to town and fucking beat us.
Like,
and,
nice place. We'll take it.
and boy, did they! They pulled a K-State on K-State, and it was fucking that season. The way that you come out of the gate like that, it just was wonky because those guys were good. That's a good football team, and they finished 7-5. So it was like. And ended up in the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, man. Anyway, fast forward to the 2017 Cactus Bowl, brought to you by Cactus Bowl.
What do they do?
They make cactus bowls.
We got a prickly pear bowl here, and we got a.
No, see, that's where everybody's all confused. They had a sponsor. It was sponsored by Cactus Bowls, a company that makes bowls out of cactuses.
The absolute worst.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude, do not eat cereal out of this thing. It is strictly for decoration only.
Oh my God. No,
But we got $100,000. We'll fucking do it. We'll buy this thing for 10 years.
We're the Cactus Bowls. No, the Cactus Bowl. Yeah, I know. It's down, in Arizona. Fuck. How's the Cotton Bowls guys doing? Worse. Way worse. These guys, have you ever eaten cactus before?
No.
So my grandpa, I guess it's an old Mexican guy thing. I don't know. There's a lady that lives in Larned that has like little cactus plants in her backyard, and so he would go and buy them, and then he like cut them up, and then boil them, and then he would like kind of fry them up and put them in a tortilla and eat them. And I was like a kid, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. And I was like, I had a bite, and I was like, I haven't spent much time on this earth, but I know that's a big old pile of shit right there, you son of a bitch.
See,
I could have fought him. I could have fucking. It was so bad.
Little did you know, had you kept going, that would have been your first spirit walk.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's why Grandpa's eating them.
No shit. And that's why
I'm
he was
sick
like,
of listening to you kids. No.
he was like, my grandpa's like, I knew he wasn't worth a shit. He did. He put them in eggs. He scrambled eggs, threw them in there, and then put the hot sauce, put them in a thing. He's like, you want one? And I was like, sure. And I was like, this tastes like the color green. This is green. And it was horrible, man. Oh, fuck it.
That wasn't cactus. It was agave. He was trying to get drunk the old school way. You just straight up eat the fucking plant.
Nah, I've had enough agave in my motherfucking day. I know what that shit tastes like. This tastes like it was just like a green bean with
I've never heard of anyone like just regularly eating cactus.
Dude, I go, man, can you never do that again, dude?
Like, didn't Mother Nature kind of design those things to not be eaten? Wasn't that kind of the whole idea behind it?
Yeah, and then some Mexican dudes were standing there and they're like,
challenge accepted.
guess what, motherfucker? You ever heard of eggs and salsa? You thought you survived? Fucking cactus.
You mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me you've never eaten cactus before?
That was good. I like it.
Ooh, thank you. The 2017 Cactus Bowl, sponsored by fucking nobody, which apparently sometimes that does happen.
Dude, we should have bought that shit, man.
God dang.
If only this podcast existed in 2017.
We would have did it. The Cats took on UCLA and beat them 35-17.
See, but those are two solid fucking fan bases, too. That's
Yeah.
the thing, too. Whoever would have sponsored it would have made a ton of fucking money.
For sure.
Because, I mean, K-State has a rabid, loyal fan base. UCLA, Jesus fucking Christ, they have a fan base that's been loyal for, what, 50, 60 fucking years?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much money did somebody leave on the table for that?
Someone screwed up bad.
I
They
guess.
really did. I don't know what happened there. I was trying to figure out who to call to ask, like, how's that happen?
Bob.
But I got busy, so I didn't fucking do it. But I'm gonna find out, like, what happened and why? Why'd that happen?
I feel like the only people happy about that are the commentators.
Yeah,
when
they're
they
like,
cut to commercial, they don't have some bullshit they got to remember
like,
to say.
what? Beef O'Brady's, man. What is that bullshit?
Welcome back to the Cactus Bowl, brought to you. Never mind.
Brought to you by
so
the-
K-State is playing like shit right now.
That's a really good announcer voice.
Then nobody's watching. Who cares?
Yeah, nobody's watching. You can't say goddamn on the air. Nobody's listening anyway.
We have no sponsor. What are they going to do? Fire me?
Dude, yeah, that's like carte blanche if you don't have a sponsor to piss off.
Yeah, yeah.
Why,
you're
why do you
like-
think we have so much fun?
Unfucking hinged.
What if you're like, hey, dude, can I cut a side deal with somebody? You're like Pete's Auto Repair out in Hoboken.
It's like, and UCLA drives to the 43. At this time, I'd like to talk about my brother-in-law's car repair shop over in the Oakdale Mall.
He's not great, but really love my sister, so I kind of need this thing to make some money, so I don't have to give my whole game check to her. And the Cats right back in action. Touchdown, Cats. Oh my God. I always thought like WWE should sponsor like a bowl game, you know?
Yeah, they tried that. It was called the
The XFL. Well, they do kind of. There's a tie-in with the Big 12 now. Like Undertaker like gives the championship to the, like that kind of stuff. I know it's fucking weird. It's weird, but yeah,
Speaking of the Mr. McMahon thing, for the guy who took the kayfabe thing so seriously, what the fuck, Undertaker?
I know, man.
Come on, man.
He's really like he
would never.
I know.
He would tombstone the coach that lost.
That's what they had worked out, but the coach was like, abso-fucking-lutely not. I'll eat a Pop-Tart. No problem. No
I can see
problem.
the coach being like, isn't he like in his 50s now? How are his knees?
Yeah.
Very poor.
Very.
Very poor.
18 surgeries?
I would say limited, but he can still pick you up. He's a very powerful man. So
It's like they might crush into dust at any time. Not even from like a structural situation. Literally just sitting.
just honestly, just
There they go.
Yeah, Alex Delton, offensive MVP, Denzel Goolsby. Yeah. I think this was a couple years after we had played UCLA in a bowl game and lost to them, and then Jim Mora kind of fucking did something to Bill Snyder with the handshake. Like he kind of fucking
Yeah, he
gave
miffed
him.
it. Yeah, that was the Alma Bowl.
The alum, it
yeah.
was, yes. So this is like payback for that, you little bitch.
Fucking Miles Jack.
But he wasn't even the coach then, so Casey missed out on that.
It was a spiritual.
It was.
It was, yeah. There you go.
The 2024 Rate Bowl. Here we are, boys, rounding out the 35th edition of this bowl game, which has changed names so many times.
Hey, but they got a sponsor.
They do. The Rate.
All hail the rate.
Oh. It used to be Guaranteed Rate Bowl, and then they just dropped the Guaranteed Rate.
Because that makes it so much better.
I mean, it's one of those things like, hey, so they're not guaranteed? Is that what you're saying? And they're like, no. it's more streamlined because we found that and you're like, it's not guaranteed, is it?
It's more implied.
Yeah. You want me to take a dump in a box and make it guaranteed? I will.
It was an adjustable rate bowl.
Adjustable.
Just doesn't have the same rate.
What is it? I'm gonna blow it anyway.
Then don't worry about it. Just sign here.
Now we're fucking talking.
You can always refinance.
They're always refinanceable. What's a HELOCloanbowl.com bowl game? Oh my God. This is good. This is good. 3:30 Mountain Standard Time.
The fuck is that?
Don't worry about
It's
it.
like Venetian.
When's it going to show in Kansas is all I care about.
I'm talking about on Earth. Just like mountain time? What the fuck is that?
Hey, don't worry about it.
I don't live in a goddamn mountain.
Don't worry about it. The drone will show it. You know?
What am I, Gollum?
Mountain Standard Time. What the fuck is that? So 2:30. That is the day after Christmas.
Hey, that's the dentist's favorite time.
2:30.
Son of a bitch.
I'll see myself out.
Oh, God, is it getting that
It's
time?
nice
It's
seeing you
getting about
guys.
that time. Let's cut her loose now.
I'm
Title
surprised I've made it this long.
The title sponsor is Rate, a residential mortgage company formerly known as Guaranteed Rate. Both teams 7-5. K-State's going to be missing a lot of people.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Giddens not going to play. Carver Willis, offensive lineman, he's transfer portal. Trafe Spivey, Keegan Johnson, and Jace Brown, all wideouts. They're gone.
What?
Taquan Robinson, gone. And, of course, like Rutgers, they run the ball like a lot. That's all they do. And so they have their senior running back, Kyle Monagagi. He is the Big Ten leader in rushes this season.
Oh, was that all?
So he there's a chance he's not going to play, but it's K-State. So this fucker is going to be like, I'm going to play one more time for my mom and dad. Yep. And then he's going to go out there and run for fucking 400 yards, and I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the Cats, so Cats 27, Rutgers 23. I think we're going to come out and be Rate Bowl champions.
I got to be honest, man. I have been very disappointed this season in a lot of aspects of our game. I don't think we can do this one, man. I'll be honest. I'm gonna go, and I might get yelled at for this. I'm gonna say 21-10 Rutgers.
Ooh,
man. Well, I'm gonna go just because fuck you guys. What was the score of the '93 Copper Bowl? 52 to 17. 52-17. Rutgers.
Yeah.
It's like 52-17 UCLA.
ACLU.
Anytime that David says that he's going to have a sports episode but not really keep it sportsy, I seem to realize that those are the ones that we end up laughing our asses off the most.
Absolutely.
So it's always about stuff related to sports. So I think you can go ahead and just not include that little disclaimer. Just saying. Anyway.
No, I'll make sure that he does because I'll just bring stats. Speaking of stats, motherfuckers, beef up ours, please.
Yes, make sure to go on to our YouTube page, like, subscribe, comment. Make sure to hit the bell to get any notifications of new episodes. We really love to see you there.
And we need you to help beef up that AI algorithm. So do your thing.
AI.
That's scary.